Has anyone ever stopped you to help when you were in need? How did that make you feel? Volunteering in your local community is a great way to give back and set a positive example. If we all did something to help those in need, we would have a better and safer community and have a greater sense of accomplishment. I try to do one volunteering activity each month and can tell you of the personal benefits from volunteering. Today, I will discuss the needs in our community, ways you can help, and what our community might look like if we all gave a hand. The problems in our community are great and can affect us all. Families living in poverty in our community have significant needs which need to be addressed. This increased rate of poverty has been especially tough on the children. There's been an increase in preventable childhood disease in 2009. Many of these children only get a full meal during school lunch, so many of these children go hungry. At the same time, standardized test scores for these children have been decreasing. Because of the increased levels of poverty in our community, shelters and food pantries are over capacity. The largest homeless shelters have started to limit the amount of time a person can stay due to increased demand in 2010. One food pantry has had to limit its operating hours simply because it does not have enough food in 2010. The crime rates in our community have increased due to the increase in poverty. The local paper reports a 14% in petty theft and property in Kalamazoo. The community police report that many of these increased thefts are due to people pawning stolen property to pay for food and medicine. Clearly, our local community is in great need, but fortunately, there are many ways to solve some of these problems. If we all agree to volunteer at least once a month to help those in need, many of the problems could be alleviated. According to the local food pantry, it is always in need in more canned goods. One step would be for us to create a continuous food drive in our residential halls here at the college and encourage students to donate a few cans of food each week. The food pantry also is currently seeking long-term volunteers to help organize and deliver food to those in need. The local elementary schools can establish an after-school program made up of college students to interact with children affected by poverty. In this program, college students could read, play basketball, and generally serve as good role models. The volunteers in this program could better help find resources for the parents to utilize to help their children succeed in school. Because of the high demands and lack of resources, the homeless shelters is currently in need of repairs and can use college students' work to clean, repaint part of the shelters. Now that I've talked about 3 specific areas in which we could volunteer to help our local community, I will now discuss some of the benefits. Helping the local community deal with our poverty issues will benefit us all. First, children would be better served in our community through the increased help at the food pantry and the after-school program. Studies have shown that after-school programs help greatly with increasing standardized test scores. Additionally, children who have positive role models are less likely to become involved in criminal activities as teenagers. Second, this plan of action will greatly enhance the ability of local officials and service providers to solve the problems in our community. By volunteering, we are freeing up the time of officials and service providers to find other governmental solutions to the need of the community. Also, by volunteering, we are giving the workers at the food pantry and shelters some much needed relief. Third, this plan would decrease some of the crime related to petty theft. Lastly, volunteering to help your fellow citizens will make you feel better. I find that even if I'm having a bad day, by volunteering, I realize that I can make a difference in the world and my mood lifts. Plus, volunteering is not a bad thing to put on a resume. With our volunteering efforts, we can make a brighter day for those in our community. Today I discussed why we should all volunteer to help those in need, provide 3 easy things you can do to help out, and demonstrate some of the benefits of volunteering. You never know when you might need help one day. I encourage you all to volunteer in our community to help those in need. Please do your part to help our community reach its highest potential. Thank you for your time.